Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Homesteaders server. I'm your humble host, Bud Sharpe, and we've been busy. I've been doing a lot of mining and caving, and I have a ton of iron ore and gold ore that I need to smelt up. But you know what? A couple of furnaces over here aren't going to do me any good. I need mass production. So we're going to do our first industrial build today over here in the industrial zone. We're going to build a smelting plant, and it's going to have multiple furnaces. It's going to have a feeder system for raw ore and for coal. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to look like an industrial factory. I'm very, very excited about that. So I've got my plot all picked out here and just kind of laid out an outline of where it's going to go. As always, my polished andesite, right? Is it andesite? I always forget the name. Polished andesite. Loving it. Can't get away from it, apparently. So this is going to be the basic footprint of it. And I think I'm not going to do what I have been doing in the past, where I kind of build along with you, because it's sort of a complicated build. So it's hard to put down blocks and talk to you at the same time. So I'm going to do this in phases. I'm gonna do chunks of it, build part of it off camera, come back, explain what I've done, and yeah, I think that'll work out for the best. So got all our supplies over here. Bunch of different stones. Gonna work some nether brick and some nether brick fence into it. Got some lighting. We're gonna use hoppers. It's gonna be good. Ooh, we're gonna even do some redstone, which we haven't done much of except for in the costume shop. But this is actually gonna be some functional redstone. It's gonna be exciting. So let me get some stuff built here, and I will come back and explain what we're up to. Got the first level framed in here. Just basic, as once again, using my upside down stair window technique. I love that. I can't not do it. Gotta do it. We're gonna have a double door here. We're gonna have windows here, and we're gonna have a second floor. This whole space is gonna be open, and there's gonna be some big blast furnaces in here, but I'm obviously not there yet. So I hope I have enough andesite. What have I got? Ooh, I don't have any more, and I just have this. I may have to go get some more polished andesite here. Let's go see if Cheese has any in his shop over here. There's that lava sound again. Haven't been able to find that yet. Andesite, half a stack. I'll take it. Have some bones. That seems fair, right? Regular stone. Ooh, he's got another brick though. I may want some of that. Diorite. This ugly stuff. Get out of here. Get out of my life, diorite. All right. Pro. Very pro. All right. I'm going to work on the second floor, and I'll come back with a little bit more of a progress report. Got our second level in, and we went with double high windows on this level. Whoa, why am I so choppy here? What the heck? What you doing there, game? Come on. I don't know. It's been getting kind of choppy here at spawn. We may have too many chickens. I may have to go on a killing spree. But there we go. We get the basic building framed in. This is going to be glass in these open windows here. And I've got part of the floor carved out. But that won't stay grass for too long. What we're going to do here is get this junk out of here. Get out of here, yellow. Well, I'm building here. Come on. I'm going to add these things. I think you would call them like a buttress. You'd often see them sort of on churches, medieval churches. But we're going to use them here as well, because I've sort of seen smaller versions of them on industrial buildings as sort of an architectural detail. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put these up all around. Hey, leaving a gap here at the bottom because I'm going to do sort of a color accent there. And at the front... Let's see. And the front has more, just because the front is cool. I don't know. The front needed more detail because it has a door and it has sort of different proportions than the rest of the building. So there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and build the rest of these buttresses. Buttress. He said butt. And come back and show you where I'm at. I think we're going to do some roof detail and then build these furnaces. So back in a bit. Okay, got all the buttresses done, and I also just went ahead and did the detail along the top edge of the roof line there. Just a bunch of slabs, blocks, upside down stairs, But I think it gives it a nice detail instead of just being a box. Boring old box. That dirt's going to be lost to the ages. Yeah, looking good. I think it's time to start working on the interior before we put the roof in. And, oh yeah, got our footprint. Blast furnaces, they're going in. Here's what it looks on the inside. Not much, just some stone walls for now. But it's going to be a little more detailed when we're done. So let me start putting in the foundation on these furnaces here and check back with a little more progress. Here they are, 2 majestic blast furnaces. Don't have all the details in yet, but that is sort of the skeleton of them. Oh, I think those look really, really cool. So I installed Optifine. It's a couple days later here. I've been having some issues with frames here around spawn. Optifine is installed and seems to be doing the trick. I'm getting a lot better frame rates here. There is some glitchiness, like it's not completely supporting all of the features of Minecraft 1.8, so I think some of the anti-aliasing and stuff is not working. So but that's fine. A little bit of a retro look to it. This is how Minecraft used to look. And my performance is much better, so we're going to stick with it. I went ahead and laid in the floor here. We're just doing polished andesite and some nether brick blocks here. There's going to be some other things. I think there's going to be some lights here and some other details, but I'll fill those in here as we go. And here, we've got some access to the basement, and you'll understand why in a little bit on that one. But I'm going to go ahead and add in some more the rest of the details on here, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I got the details finished up on the exterior here, and since these are supposed to be working blast furnaces, did a little something here. Little nether rack. Pow. Bam. Give us a little smoke detail coming out of the top there. That's so awesome. Let's have let's take the express train down. Let's see how these things look here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So we use cobblestone fences all the way around. Hello. And kind of gives it it helps round off the shape, and it also, I don't know, looks like maybe some sort of piping, some sort of exhaust. I don't know. It's an extra detail that I think just is really, really cool. Can see my admin. I don't know why that message suddenly shows up. Need to turn that off. Wow. I like it. Okay. So I've got some, we got to make these working now. Right now there's nothing in there, but we're going to have furnaces in there. So I'm going to have to tear out the whole backside of these things now that they're built to get in there and add on all the goodies, the furnaces. We're going to use hoppers, some mine carts. It's going to be fantastic. But so let me tear down all this dirt here, and I'll start adding the guts, and I'll check back with a little progress report in a little bit here. I got things a little bit set up here. I got some of the structure here in the middle set up. This is going to be our return chest. This is where all the finished goods are going to feed into. So we've got a hopper line coming in either side. And each of these things has 3 furnaces. Now you can't see all 3 of them, but they're behind these pillars here. I want those bricks back. They're not free. So there's 3 there, and then there's going to be 3 over here as well. You can only get to the 1. And so these are going to be fed automatically from other hoppers. So we've got hoppers on the top here that are going to feed into each of the furnaces, and then we've got hoppers on the back side which feed fuel in. And we'll get to how we're going to feed them in a little bit. But for now, we've got that there, and same setup over here. So we've got pair of blast furnaces, each with 3 furnaces, so we've got 6 times the smelting power of a standard furnace. But yeah, so I've got a little bit more here. I've got to start to add in the minecart feeding system here, but it's getting dark, so I'm going to have a little snooze and do a little more building, and I will come right back with another progress update. All right, I've got it all in there. I've got a whole bunch of got all the hoppers. I've got all the rail track run inserted. Of course, I closed it all up so you can't see it. But basically, there's 2 parallel lines. One that goes... Boy, how did I get back here? Let's just go out this way. 2 parallel lines. One that feeds the top of the furnaces. and one that feeds the fuel line. So they go right along here, and then there's another one that's hidden back there. You can't really see it, but yeah. And these will evenly distribute items as the mine carts go by. And then, so the fuel cart will go up here and go across and come back. The items to be smelted cart will go up and back and down here. And then down here, we've got our maintenance room here. Now, I'm going to set up all of the mechanics that make the feeding of the carts and the timing circuits and all that stuff. That's all going to go down here. Let's put down some light just for now. So yeah, so I've just got the basic lines here set up. I need to get all of my my redstone gear together and get all that stuff set up here. I've got one side all wired up here. This is going to be the fuel line here. Got this long ramp that goes all the way down into our basement here. And let's take a look at what we're doing here. So we're using chest mine carts fed by hoppers to distribute our fuel and our smeltable items amongst the furnaces. So we've got, let's see if I can explain this. This took me a while to work out, but ignore this lit part for a second. That's the part that keeps it from not running when it's empty. There's a power rail under there, which is normally powered by this torch. But right now that's powered from this side, so that is switched off. What I have here is well, you know what? Let's do this line first, since it's kind of vital to how it starts. So, let's do a little dirt action here. So, fuel gets dropped in here, and it loads in here, and we have a comparator, I don't know how you pronounce it, coming out the side here. And it's lit when there are items in here, and it's unlit when there's nothing in there. We need it to be lit, though, when there's nothing in there. So it's an unlit state. It's not sending a signal, which means this torch is on. If this were lit, this redstone would be on, and this torch would turn off, which would then turn off this line. So we basically have the signal inverted here. So when this is empty, this is off, this torch is on, and it powers this line here with we've got, 4 repeaters there, all on full delay, which goes into this block. Since they're powered, this torch is off, which means that the power track underneath the cart isn't on, and the cart just sits there and it waits for us to put stuff in the system. Now, this takeoff ramp here, there's a power here, it goes through here, and there's a couple of detector rails here. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not the world's best redstoner here, but I have it set up so one detector rail powers this line, which feeds here into this repeater that goes into the side of this one. The purpose of that is it's going to give it it's going to temporarily lock this on the return, I believe, or maybe it's on the outbound, I forget. And for reasons I don't fully understand, but I sort of worked this design out, I needed it to pause here long enough to load up 6 items from the hopper. And on the outbound, this detector rail powers this block, which then powers this redstone, which goes all the way around here, through here for some delay, and into here to temporarily turn it on. So this is all meant to keep it here long enough to just load up 6 items so that it goes up, distributes them to the furnaces, and yeah, that's how it works. So, like I said, I don't 100% understand everything that's going on here, and actually the way I built it in creative, this path was a straight shot. So the redstone worked out a little cleaner. I'm actually surprised that this works, because these two aren't supposed to be connected, but they are, and it still seems to work right. So, you know what? We're not going to worry about it. It works. So let's give it a shot here. Let's see how this works. I'm going to take... There's going to be a chest here. Do I have a chest on me? I don't. Let's just go ahead and drop our stack of coal in here. That's going to go in, and it's loading in, and there we go. It's off and running. And it should have emptied out and gotten more. Let's check it. We got 1, 1, 1. Ah, we should have 2 in each now. 2, 2, and 1. Sometimes sometimes it misses this last one, and I haven't been able to correct for it. It works perfectly in creative in a single-player world, but for whatever reason, server timings are weird, and I can't get it to work 100%. I've tried extending the path through here one more block to see if that did it, but it just sort of doesn't always pause long enough there on the end. But you know what? When the system's filled with coal, like I'm intending it to be, having an exact even distribution isn't going to matter. The fact that I managed, for the most part, to get 6 items for the 6 furnaces is marvel enough for me. So I'm happy with it. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. It's taken me too long to get to this point. So anyway, that is the fuel line. Now we need to do the same thing over here for the smeltable line. Again, feeding it with a hopper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we'll come right back and give a demonstration of the entire system in operation. Okay, everyone. We're fully wired up. We're going to give this a go. Ether Portal here is here to witness the magic. We've got this chest is going to be for coal. This chest is going to be for iron. Let's just do it. Let's go. I've got a stack of coal. Load that up. I got a stack of iron. Load that up. I just got some free redstone. There it goes. Coal's going. Is iron going? It's loading. Are you going? Oh. You're having trouble getting up the ramp there, aren't you? Why? Why are you having trouble there? The other one is working. Let's see if we can figure this out. You're working fine. You've got power there, power there. Weird. Does it have a different weight characteristic with iron ore? Huh. That is interesting. Okay, I'm going to have to figure this out. We'll cut it here, and I'll come back when I have it working. I think I got it figured out. It's time for take 2. I had to sort of reconfigure this track so it didn't go around the corner and have the detector rail in the corner, so I just have it go... you get the full whack here with the powered, regular rail, detector, regular detector, all in one row, and then it loops up and up. And that seems to have done the trick. Ether Portal here. Messing with that. I'm going to do it on the other side too, just so it's consistent, but that one seems to work. Let's fire it up for take 2 on the test here. Got the coal in, and got the iron in, and there goes the coal. There goes the iron, and we've got activity. Look at that. It's working. Get some fuel in that one, son. There we go. Awesome. Got anything in there? Boy, it just does not want to hit that one every time. That's okay. We've still got at least 5 times performance. Come on, get me something in there. Oh, you're... I may have to check to see if it's actually getting a full 6. I don't know that it is. Oh, there it is. It hit all 6 in action. Awesome. Ether Portal was here to witness it. All right. So I've got some more cosmetic things to do. Functionally, though, we're done. We should be... Oh, yeah, we got iron coming through. Give me more. There we go. Yeah. It works. Woohoo! Already doing it. All right. Do something funny. Where is he? There you go. Hey, kid, you should be in movies. See, you got the right looks, and you got the right moves. We could make a lot of pictures with you. See? All right, that's it. I am going to do the rest of the window dressing here. Hey, he just set himself on fire. Look at that. What he won't do to be a superstar on the YouTubes. All right, that's enough. Looks like we are done with our single stack. Furnaces will wrap up shortly here, but I'm going to do more of the cosmetic stuff, and I will show you the final results right after this. Well, looks like Sharpe Industries smelting plant number 12. It's actually number 1, but number 12 sounds more interesting. We're just about done here. I did a little of that carved stone there to give it a little extra detail. Got all our windows in. Let's see. Roof is all done. I can show you how that looks. Got the ceiling in, got some lights, got some ventilation because this is a coal-fired plant. That's why we have the black glass. It's all dirty and sooty in here. We've got some fence gates supporting our little catwalk up here. We've got our items to be smelted. Our coal. You can get up here on the catwalk and have a look around. You can see everything. We are just about done. But we do have a couple extra little details we're going to throw in here. So let's get back down here. Dun, dun, dun. Wanted to do a little floor detail. So, see, we have all our stuff we're going to smelt here. And so let's do just sort of a subtle indicator. I'd like to remove these signs before too long here. So I think that if we do a iron block or iron ore block there and a coal ore block there, I think once people have used this for a while, they'll get that, and you can take the sign away. And the last detail we're going to add is I want this to look like it's an actual furnace pouring out like molten iron or something like that. So we've got a couple of lava buckets. Just make sure that I have that. Yep, that should fall right in there. So we're going to do that. And double check. Yep. And that. Look at that. And you can still get in that middle furnace if you need to, although I don't know why you would need to. I already smelted some stone in here. It's working well. Did all the finished details here. You can't really see anything down there too much. All the dirt's cleaned up. Fences here just to keep people from going in. Yeah, I think we're done. So let's load up the system. I got all this coal. Keep some of that for myself. And then I've got all of this iron ore. And a little gold for good measure. Why not? Yeah. Are you moving coal? You are. Look at that. Neat. You can see him passing by. I love it. I love it. I think this is a really, really cool build. Guys, thanks for sticking it out with me. I know it was kind of chopped up in pieces, and it happened over a couple of days, and we had that little interlude with Ether Portal doing his little fire dance, but we got it done. We got ourselves our first, like, real industrial build in the industrial zone. I'm very excited about it. Sun is setting, so let's do a little F5. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what I'm doing here, make sure you leave a like on the video, and if you feel like getting these on a regular basis, go ahead and subscribe. That encourages me to keep making videos. So until next time, we'll check you later. Bye-bye.